Taylor, my name is Daniel Romer, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read this to make sure that I cover everything. You probably have already have a good idea of what we're asking you here, but let me go over it briefly. We're asking people to try using a website, and we're working on, so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should take about an hour. The first thing I want to make clear right away is that we're testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, that is probably the one place today where you don't have to worry about making mistakes. As you use the site, I'm going to ask you as much as possible to try to think out loud, to say what you're looking at, what you're trying to do, and what you're thinking. This will help us big. Also, please don't worry what's going to hurt our feeling. Please don't worry, it's going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the site, so we need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them to help. But if you like, but if you still have any questions when we're done, I'll try to answer them. If you need to take a break at any point, just let me know. You may have noticed the microphone. With your permission, we're going to record what happens on the screen and our conversation. The recording will only be used to help us figure out how to improve the site, and it won't be seen by anyone except the people working on this project. And it helps me because I don't have to take many notes. Also, there are a few people from the web design team observing this session in another room. If you would, I'm going to ask you to sign a simple permission form for us. It just says that we have your permission to record, and that the recording will only be seen by the people working on the project. Now sign the form. Okay, you already signed it. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you just a few questions. First, what's your occupation? What do you do all day?
I go to school here at Indiana.
Okay, that's good. So you're just in class all day. Now, roughly how many hours a week do you work altogether? No, how many hours do you spend on the internet, and like, what do you do on the internet exactly?
I probably spend 2 hours a day on the internet, or maybe 3 hours a day. 1 hour checking email and 2 hours checking social media.
All right. Do you have any favorite websites or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay, great. We're done with the questions, and we can start looking at things. You can go begin clicking on Zappos.com.